All right, guys, if you see my face, you know it's showcase time, and here we are. So it is new inventory showcase time. Today, I've got a 2013 200 Series LX570 that screams value. I talk about value. I love value on these cars, specifically 200s. This car represents value to a T, in my opinion. Again, a 2013 200 Series LX570. It's got 164,000, just over 164, like by a few miles. This car, Carfax shows this as a 4-owner car. I believe it's a 3-owner car following the title. Largely, it spent most of its life in Texas, has phenomenal service history, really good service history that can all be seen on the Carfax. It did spend roughly about a year in Colorado, but this car is 100% rust free, and I'm going to showcase that off here in just a second. This car is finished off in black on black, which for most of us who are buying these at this point in time, men in general, like a darker color interior, and black is always a popular exterior color option. This car turned out phenomenal. It turned out really nice. I drove this car for a few days before I got going on it. Did have to do a wheel bearing on this car, so that was driving me crazy as far as the noise goes. But outside of that, super nice car, and it came out really nice. So excited to showcase this off for you guys. And again, speaking on value, if you're looking in the .2 space, so the 2013 to 2015 LX, specifically, not the Land Cruiser, to me, value's under 30 grand on these, and this car is gonna be under 30 grand. And it's got, the miles aren't blown out like a lot of these cars can be. It's only got 164,000 miles on it. So to me, this car screams value. I'm excited to showcase it off and show you what kind of condition it's in. So without further ado, let me show you what comes with the vehicle, and then we'll get going on the rest of the video. All right, so here we are, showcasing what we got with the car. Comes very well equipped. Obviously, everything that's necessary is here. As you can see, we have a full toolkit. None of the tools are missing, which is important because you're going to need a lot of those tools to get the tire down. Do have a full set of books. Do have 2 headsets. Clearly, one of them was used, and the other one doesn't look like it's ever been out of the package. Do have the all-elusive DVD remote. We do have 2 key fobs, as you can see, and we do have a original first aid kit. Doesn't look like it's ever been out, and the jack is sleeping where it's supposed to be. So nothing is missing here, maybe other than the window sticker, which drives me crazy, but outside of that, everything is complete with the vehicle. And let's get going on the monitors. All right, so let's get this bad boy fired up. And as you can see there, miles are 164,007. We don't have any warning lights, tire pressure lights, anything like that on. Everything looks as it should be. And here we are with our scanner. And as we can see, we've got 9 monitors, all those green dots that are all green, ready to be tested. And we have no data stored in the computer system of the vehicle. So this car will pass emissions in all 50 states, and there is not anything to be worried about as far as that's concerned. So to get that unplugged, whoa. And first thing we're going to do is we are going to, as you can see, we are in the neutral setting for the active height control. I'm going to spin the wheel around, straighten up the wheels, and we are simply just going to bump that up to high. And as you can see, the highlight is blinking. It will go solid once we are in the high setting. Cars always raise rear first and then the front. So it can take a second. There we go. And there it is, sitting in the high position. What a difference. Let's go ahead and take a look at the undercarriage while we have it in the high position. And again,
I think I mentioned this car spent about a year in Colorado. Look how nice it looks under here. I mean, zero signs of any rust anywhere. And you often hear people say that Colorado doesn't use salt or a lot of the things that they use down here. I don't know what they use, but I know this car's not rusty at all. Looks great under here. Nice dry bones like you want. Skid plate is perfect. CV axle and power steering rack, dry as a bone. Neither boots are torn. Same thing with the passenger side. Everything looks great, and again, we have zero rust to speak of under here. Again, it only spent about a year in Colorado. Maybe not even a year, if I remember correctly. Everything looks great under there, as it should. So, headlights are both on. We have our HIDs in the 2013, LED running lights, 2 halogen fog lights. Bright lights. Fog lights both turn off. Both of our bright lights are on. Good to go as far as that's concerned. And we'll go ahead and bump it down to low. So we're going to hit that active height control knob twice. Car's going to fall down in the low setting. As you can see there, a little bit different than the high setting, huh? We do have 2 brake lights that are both working. 2 working tag lights. And some brake lights that work on this side as well. Horn. Yes, it works. Right side blinker working, mirror is working, and rear blinker is working. Left blinker is working. Same thing in the mirror. And we have our front blinker as well. The black on black is such a good spec, and this car showcase is really nice. It came out really well. Hopefully this video will do it justice. Let me raise back up to the neutral position. We're just going to bump that up one time. And there we go. In the neutral position, or the driving position, as some people will call it. All right, so let's get it outside and see what we got. And we're off. All right, so we will start under the hood. Everything's nice and detailed. Everything sounds the way it should, looks the way it should. Hood pad all looks nice, factory stickers. This car does have factory remote start, as we know. Taking a look up here on the roof. Crossbars intact. No fading, no clear coat peeling, no anything unusual up here. There are, let me see if I can get them. There are two dents. There's one here and there's one right behind it. Maybe that's a good shot of it. They're very minor, but they are there. Outside of that, everything looks great up there. This windshield has been replaced with an aftermarket windshield, and there's two spots right here that have been repaired, so those will not continue to spread. They have been filled with resin. Outside of that, everything is good to go there. And again, going back to what we did on this car paintwork wise, all we did was the front bumper. As you see, kind of look across this bar right here, look how nice everything looks. It's in great shape, so there's no touch up, no rock chips, no nothing going on with the bumper. Headlight is in excellent condition, no fading, no clear peeling, no nothing going on with this headlight. Everything looks great there. Same thing with our grille. We all know that these grills can start to fade over time on these silver bars because none of this is treated. Look how nice everything looks here, especially on top of this. You tend to see the fading going on there. There's zero signs of any fading going on here with the grille. This is a really nice car condition-wise. As we can see, the emblem, this car does not have sensing cruise control, which for me personally is a must on these cars. And our front-facing camera is intact, no cracks, everything looks great there. Headlight over here, just like the driver's side, no issues. Hood's in great shape. There's virtually no touch up on this hood. At some point it was painted. I did not do it, but it looks great. As you can see there's a great reflection of it. I'm fighting pollen, so you might see some pollen in the video. You can see right here, you have a little touch up, and you can see obviously you can kind of tell, at least I can, maybe you guys can't, that the hood was at some point painted previously. It looks totally fine. Look how nice everything looks. No touch up, no rock chips. Kind of see right in here just where the texture's a little thick. Not anything major. Now look down the side of this car. Look how nice it is. This car turned out really, really well. Black cars can be challenging from time to time, as we all know, especially cars that are 12 years old with 164,000 miles on them. This car, not the case. This car turned out really, really nice. Coming up here on this rail up here, looking for any dents, possible hail damage, anything like that. As you can see, everything looks great. Driver's mirror, you can see the little dots here. It does have some touch up on it. Nothing crazy. Just minor stuff. Most importantly, our signal here is not cracked. Everything looks great there. Coming down the pillar, you do have a few little touch-up spots right here. Do have a little touch-up spot right here. And there's a few little spots, 1, 2, these are very, very minor, very small. But look how nice the panels look. Look how straight everything is, no dents anywhere. Step bar all looks great, belt moldings are intact, no chrome peeling there. Super nice car here. Do have some touch up here on these edges. You can see here, zoom this in, here, 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 and there's one right here. That's gonna be it for the fender. Moving into the driver's door. Gonna have a few little minor spots. Nice thing, black touches up really, really well. A few little spots right here on the edge of the rear door, as you can see. Two spots right here on the rear door. Coming up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dog leg itself has a spot right here. And there's a few little spots down here where the belt molding is. Again, I know I've said it once, I'll say it again. These are very minor to be expected on a car like this, but again, black touches up really nicely. Most people aren't going to notice it. All right, so driver's wheel. This wheel's never been painted. This is the factory paint on this wheel, and there's no damage on it. Everything looks really, really good here. No curbing, no anything going on. As we can see here, let me back up a little bit, do have a set of Michelin latitudes on it, and they are nice and tall. Tons of life left here on these tires. And if you're not gonna have Defenders on a Land Cruiser, Michelin Defender LTXs, you want latitudes. Some might say the Latitudes is a better riding tire, which it probably is. Same thing here with this rear wheel, is the front. Everything looks great. Do have one little spot right here, but you can see how small that is. Same tires in the back, obviously, as the front. I'm not gonna sell cars with mismatched tires. That's really all to speak of on the driver's side. Look how nice the side of this car looks. I can't overstate, this thing turned out really, really nicely for a black car. I'm very, very happy with how it looks. This rear bumper's in great shape, hasn't been painted, no issues. All of our fitment looks perfect. The lower lift gate, where we oftentimes get dents and damage down here, it's kind of hard to see because it's black, but everything is nice and straight. Same thing with the upper gate. There's a great reflection shot, no dents, no touch up, no issues. Everything looks great there. Spoiler in the rear of the roof. see what's going on in here. First things first, look how nice our jam is back here. All of our factory stickers are intact. Don't have a bunch of chipping or damage going on up here. Everything looks great. Look how nice the carpet is. All of our plastic, all of this right here. Look how nice everything is. No gouging, no major scratches, anything going on. Very lightly used back here, pretty obvious for that. Storage. And we know over here is going to be your toolkit, which I'm not taking out. I've got pictures of it on the website, and you guys saw it in the beginning of the video. Coming through here, we're looking at our bumper, make sure everything lines up nice, all of our clips intact. Coming up the quarter panel, we can see our factory spot welds. Upper gate, all the bolts are original, never been turned. It's going to be kind of hard to see this side, but everything looks exactly as it should be. Look how nice everything looks under our cover here. All of our seam steel looks original. No rusting going on with anything under here. Just really nice car here. This mat is in great shape. Looks new. Carpet underneath the mat. No issues. Get up in there. Look how nice the back of these seats look. Very minor little dents right here, which is common. As you guys know, in 2016 they added carpet, which got rid of these foam backed panels. But looks really nice. Bottom of our passenger third row seat is perfect. Bottom of the driver's third row seat is perfect. All of our cargo area. This car is very, very nice. Again, I try to be objective, but those of you who watch my videos know I hate interiors that are not nice, and this car does not represent that. This car is in great shape interior wise. Let's see if I can get the cargo here. Nice little touch. Previous owner obviously replaced all the lighting interior with LED lights. Really nice touch done there. That's something I would personally do as well, and it looks great, as you can see up here. Came out really good. He did it right there. So these straps right here to pull the seat up, they have magnets on the back, as you see. You can't get that magnet separately, so this one is missing a magnet, so you're gonna have a hanging strap there, which isn't a big deal. Headrest for right here. Look how nice the back of these seats are. Let's take a look at the seats themselves. Well, there we go. Surprise, surprise, we have seatbelt indentions. But just like every other 200, they don't ever look like they've been sat in. And all right, spin it around. Just like the driver's side. Look how nice the side of this car is. I know I've probably said it 5 times. Black's hard to get right. This car was got right. Touch-up spots right here. Have a few spots here on this passenger door. Nice little ring from Cameron the Dent Guy. Now it's gone. Try to get some of this pollen off so we can see what's going on. All right, so I do have a touch-up spot here. Do have a few spots in this general area that I'm just going to kind of, as you can see there, these are just like the other side, very minor. Let's see a few here, one here. There is one on the top of the door. A few little spots in this general area. This general, let me wipe this off. This pollen's driving me crazy. So we do have some scratches that have been touched up that run along here, as you can see. Again, black being black, it touches up really nicely. You're not going to notice these. You'll see them that first time, and then you'll probably never see them again. Right here. A few little spots here on this rear bumper. All of our step bar looks great. Belt moldings look great. No chrome peeling. Look how nice the side of the car is. Coming up the rail, just a few little minor spots here, and I think there's a few right here. Passenger mirror, just like the driver's side, a few little spots in and around it, nothing major, nor are you going to notice them. Signal itself, not cracked. Side view camera looking good. Let's hit this quarter panel pillar and the rail for dents. There's a great shot of it. Everything looks great. Coming back to this rear wheel. Just like the other two on the other side. Never been painted. Excellent condition, no damage. Same set of Michelin latitudes with the same amount of tread, as you can see. Coming back up to the front wheel. Just like the other three. Fantastic condition. Never been painted. No damage. Same amount of tread left on these Mickeys, or what I call Mickeys. I'm going to try to keep the pollen off it, but whoever buys this, you're probably going to have some pollen on it. All right, let's check this interior out. Let's look at these door edges, make sure we don't have any damage or seatbelt nicks or anything like that. Do have a little spot here that I'm going to try to, looks like just water ran down from the detail. But look how nice the bottom of the panel is. Not a bunch of scuffing, no damage in our door pocket. Armrest up here is excellent condition. Our pull itself is in great condition. The wood, no peeling, no cracking, no lifting going on up here. Everything looks great. Does have, I'm going to call it 20% tint on these front windows to match the rear. And look how nice our kick plate is here, both of them. No holes in the carpet, which right there, that's a susceptible area for that. Look how nice these seats are. All of the leather in this car is original. None of it's been replaced. And it looks very lightly used in here. Again, just like the exterior, look how nice the side of the console is. No marking going on from the seatbelt. Just like the exterior, the interior on this car was cared for equally as nicely as the outside it was itself. No scratches or anything going on the door, on the glove box door. Registers all work as they should. No peeling, cracking, no discoloration on our silver trim up here. Everything looks fantastic in here. Black on black's the way a lot of people like these to be. Seat does go back, does come forward, and does recline, and it does come back up. So same thing, we're looking at our door edges, no damage, no seatbelt marks, everything looks great. Just a minor scuff or two on the speaker cover. Outside of that, we don't have any damage in our cup holder area. Just like the front, armrest, pull, everything looks great. Jams are in excellent condition. Look how nice everything looks coming up through here. No seatbelt marks, damage, gouges. Look how nice all of our trim looks here. Our plastic step, kick plates all look great. Seat does slide forward. It does come back. The carpet underneath, just like the rest of the carpet in this car, looks great. Back of the seat's in great shape. There is one little nick right here. You can see how small. You got one there and one there. Very, very minor. Look how nice these seats are back here. Again, all of this is original leather. Take a quick look around the headliner. Really, really nice car. Armrest is in great shape. Our wood is in great shape. DVD remote's where it's supposed to be. Cup holder itself does what it's supposed to do. Oh. Back of the console looks great. Registers both do what they're supposed to do. All right. All right, so let me spin it around. We'll start the other side. All right, so again, we're looking at door panel edge, no damage. Minor scuffing going on right here. Nothing major. No damage in our cup holder. Armrest in the pull. Just look how nice all of this is. Typically you see little scratches or scuffs or whatever. None of that on this car. This car is super nice inside and out. Can't overstate that enough. How nice all of our kick plate and our step is. Same thing with the jam over here. Everything looks great. Seat does slide forward, and it does come back. Definitely no car seats or anything like that back here. Back of our driver's seat is in great shape. There are 3 little indentions here. 1, 2, 3. Clearly this seat was laying flat down for an extended period of time, which caused those little minor indentions. Carpet over here, just like the rest of the car. It's in great shape. Driver's door panel edge. Look how nice it is. No damage, nothing going on there. We do have some minor scuffing going on the speaker cover onto the bottom of the panel right there. No damage in the cup holder. And again, look how nice everything is here. Look how nice our wood is. No peeling, no lifting around the memory seat buttons. Same thing with our wood down here. Such a nice car. No holes in the carpet right here. Look how nice everything looks. Seat does slide forward, does slide back, and does come towards me, and it does recline. But again, look how nice all of our plastic is here. Look at the seat bottom. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been sat in much, to be honest. It's in great shape. And again, all of this is original leather. It's very easy to tell. Good luck replicating all that stitch. Not saying there aren't people that can do it, but look how nice the side of the console is, even on the driver's side. It's a little sticky. You just have to use a little elbow grease to get that off, or get that down, I should say. Carpet underneath the floor mat. Everything looks great under here. Try to throw this back in. All right. So, console does slide forward and back. Some of you might be looking at my wrist. I've got poison ivy really bad. That's just all I'll say. So make sure you're covered up when you're doing your yard work, because you don't want what you don't want what I have. Cool box is on, as you can see, nice and cold. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that bad boy off. Look, a slow opening cup holder door on a 200. Divider intact. Look how nice all of our center stack is, though. All the silver, the chrome, no scratching, no nothing going on there. Really nice up here. Another little area that will, you'll see wood grain that will start to like peel and lift around these climate control buttons. Everything looks fantastic there. Very, very neutral smelling in this car. Cigarette lighter's never been used. This is such a nice car. I mean, even another good example, look at the e-brake handle. Look how nice it is. All the leather around it. Auxiliary door that works for your 12 volt and auxiliary. Hopefully everybody can hear that, where the air is cycling through the different functions. Radio does work. I've spent some time in this car, obviously. I'm not going to turn it up because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it does work. Kind of hear there, I'll give you a little taste. The app suite, as you can see on here, is very old and does not work well. It probably doesn't have any preloaded. We won't worry about that right now. I don't have time to sit there and look at all that, but everything works as it should there. All of our setup. You get the idea there. You can see my phone is connected. backup camera. And we'll take a look at the front facing camera. Got the right side over there. Everything looks good there, as it should. All right, sunroof is tilted up. We're gonna tilt that down, and then I'm gonna one touch it open. And we'll one touch it closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the rear DVD. I'm gonna come up here and hit this arrow. We're gonna go to rear, power, if I can hit it.
Actually, I have to give them a once over twice.
There you go. There's a little more sound for you. Everything looks great over here. Look how nice the steering wheel is. All of our leather is looking great. No scratches, no nothing going on. All of our wood is in excellent condition, no cracking. Look how nice all of our buttons look. Same thing with our emblem, none of that's worn. Steering wheel does go up, does come down, does come out to me, and does go back in. Wipers do work, although I'm not going to spray anything. So both mirrors, as you can see, are out. We're going to fold those in. And we'll fold it back out. The right mirror does go out, does come down, does go up, and does come back into me. Driver's side does go out, does come down, goes back up, and comes in. Everything looks good there. Heated steering wheel, traction control, AFS for your swiveling headlights, and then this will open the rear hatch. And we'll close it. All right, well, let me shut a door. We'll take it for a quick spin. All right, and we're off. Sucks it's not gonna stay 007 on the mileage. So these quick drives I do for information purposes for all you guys, and specifically for, you know, drivetrain noises, any kind of wheel bearing noises. I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I did, as I do all of my 200s and Land Cruisers in general, I always drive them, meaning I will always drive them for multiple days to make sure I know what the car is, know what the car needs, if anything, and so that we can get all that fixed. So this car did have a right rear wheel bearing that was noisy, so I went ahead and replaced that. All the other ones are nice and tight and are making zero noise. Nice and quiet, no wheel bearing noise anymore. Hands are off the steering wheel, nice and straight, zero vibration. No movement in the steering wheel. So I talk about value. This car screams value to me. It's the right color combination. It's got the right miles. It drives fantastic. And overall, condition-wise, it's a really nice, clean car. And again, black can be tough. Black can be a difficult color to you know, kind of bring back to life and even maintain over time. If the owners don't take care of a black car, then, you know, that's going to show itself. And this car is not the case there. hands off the steering wheel, nice and straight, zero vibration. Just a really nice 200 here. Coming on to the brakes. Brakes feel great. No movement in the steering wheel again. No rotor shake or anything like that going on. And I'm going to try to jet in front of this guy. So 164,009. At least we didn't hit 10. All right. So the last thing that I normally do here is door lock actuators. On the cars that are keyless entry start, the only way to determine that is to lock it and see if we get a beep feedback. So if you do get a beep feedback, then you know that all the lock actuators are in fact good. Now, there is one little caveat to that. If the door that is bad is already locked and you go to lock the vehicle, you're still going to get a beep feedback. So it'll kind of trick you. So what you want to do there on the keyless entry start cars, you want to make sure all the doors are unlocked. And that includes the lift gate, because obviously the lift gate does have a actuator to it. All right, so now that we know all doors are unlocked, when we go to lock it, we will get a beep feedback. If any of the actuators on any of those doors I just opened were bad, we're not going to get a beep feedback when I go to lock it. And there you go. One more time for you. So no door lock actuators here. Overall, just a really nice, super clean car. Again, it's kind of getting difficult to find cars in this kind of condition, considering mileage, you know, and price point specifically under $30,000. This car fits the bill, and hopefully this video did it justice, because it's a super nice car and I'm excited for somebody to get it. Anybody who's interested, feel free to reach out, chris@hilsonluxury.com or 678-454-6060, and we'll talk to one of you soon.